Hi, everyone. Myself, Dr. Tina Rapke, and Marc Husband, we're back to talk about math. So we're math education professors, and we spend a lot of time with kids and thinking about all the different ways that they think mathematically.
Yeah.
And so,
And yeah, we want to talk about counting today.
yeah, we've had like tons and tons of requests from teachers and parents, just like, what do you do? Like, how does it start? Those kinds of things, right? So we're just going to give you a really, really quick, concrete tip that we found has been like really super effective with kids as they begin to count. So, Marc, I have just a board with these little dots here. And
Yeah.
so, the best way to start counting is just to have a lot of little objects around the house or around the classroom that
Yeah.
kids can start counting, right?
That's right.
And we want them to be like smaller. Like we've
Yeah.
tested a whole bunch of different size with different kids, right, Marc? And so what we found is that the ones that are about the size of the tip of their finger work
Yeah.
best. So if you're at home, you could use like blueberries. You could use rockets, those little candies, sweet
Mhm.
tarts, M&Ms. M&Ms and blueberries, sometimes they're not as stable. So sometimes we use them and sometimes we don't. So
Mhm.
Marc, so let's just go ahead and like talk about how a child might start to count these objects.
Yeah. So they just might start looking at it and go say something to you like 8.
Yeah, they might just yeah, exactly, and that's
Yeah.
probably what's gonna happen, or whatever number
Yeah.
they've heard that's, like, their favorite number, the last
Yeah.
number that they heard, right?
That's right.
And so when they do that kind of thing, we wanna get them to show us, like, "Well, how do you know it's 8? Like, can you
Yeah.
show me how it's 8?" And if
Yep.
they just sort of look at you and go, "Well, no, it's 11," right? Then maybe
Right.
you can start showing them and start counting with them, so you can
Yeah.
start actually pointing and going like 1, 2, right? And
Yeah.
often lots of kids have had experiences, so they actually will start actually pointing at them. And what we call that is tagging, right?
Yeah.
So that's a really great thing when they actually start pointing at them and
Yeah.
actually counting them. Now, this is one of the easiest things, and it just makes counting so much more effective and easy for kids. So
Sure.
as they start to count them, what you
Hmm.
can do is you can just ask them, "Can I just move them as you actually touch them?"
Yeah.
And so they'll say 1 and they'll touch this one and you'll go, "Okay, 1," right?
Yeah.
And then 2, and you're just gonna move them at 3, and then 4, and then 5.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
see,
I'm
I
moving
see you're being really purposeful about moving them.
I'm being really, really purposeful in the way that the place that I'm putting them. So
That's
I'm
right.
actually trying to make 5s how you would see on a dice because research
Uh,
tells us there's tons of psychology research that says that 5 is the easiest one for them to just see right away.
see
And it's
right away.
called, um there's a special word for this, right, Mark? And it's a really
That's
cool word that kids love saying.
so it's a subitize or a subitize, right?
Yeah. So and they
Yeah.
love going "Subitize,
That's
subitize."
right.
So you can
Subitize.
subitize means just flashing your eyes and seeing the number right away. So you just flash your eyes and you see 5 right away,
Yeah.
right? You couldn't really flash your eyes and see the number on the other one right away.
No.
So it's not exactly subitizing, right?
Yeah.
But then you'll just continue. So then we'll go 6
Yep.
and
6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And so I can see the 2 fives.
yeah, so you can just
Yeah.
flash your eyes and see the 2 fives.
Yeah.
So this is one of the most effective ways that we've been able to use to help kids count. Otherwise, what's gonna happen is they're gonna be all over here, and even if you do see them tagging things,
Yeah.
they might
Yeah.
double count and stuff too, right?
Yeah.
So they'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right?
Yeah.
And they've already
Yeah.
counted it, right?
That's right.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, maybe 13. It's hard to tell which ones you've done,
Yeah.
which ones you haven't. But this actually really encourages them to subitize and to really be able to just flash their eyes and see. So that's our quick tip for teachers and parents to use. Thank you so much, everyone, for sharing and for subscribing. Please share this video because we want all of these
Yeah.
little tips to go out. And again, for teachers and parents that are just starting to count with kids, it's a super great, effective way to use with kids.
Awesome. Bye, everyone.